Hello, my name's Adam Cook from godisageek.com and we're here looking at PES 2015. Now, I didn't really know what to do for a first video here, so I basically grabbed hold of my eldest child, gave him a PlayStation 4 controller, and we played a bit of, 2 versus the CPU. So I gave him the choice and he wanted to do Barcelona against Real Madrid. Before we get into it and talk too much about the game itself, as I say, this is on the PS4. The first thing I want to say is we want to know what you want to see. It's a very rare case, but Konami have given us kind of carte blanche to show you whatever we want to. We can't live stream the game all day long or anything like that. That's absolutely reasonable. But other than that, they've kind of said go nuts. And first of all, thank you to them, because that's really, really rare. Like, often we'll get a game in and be told this is what you can and can't do with it. And as I say, they've kind of just said, have fun with it, play the game, enjoy it, which is, twofold, really. One, it's excellent, because it means we can just talk about this game on this lovely rainy pitch. Look at that, that's very, very nice looking. Yeah, it means we can talk about it, we can show you it in a video like this. But it also means, I think, the second part is that they're incredibly confident. And having dabbled with it, and I'm not going to pretend I've played 50 hours of it yet, because I haven't. We've been very busy at God is a Geek. We've had the redesign of the site, so I've been getting down and playing this at every opportunity I've got, really. It's incredibly impressive. You probably know that if you've played the demo. You probably already know how it plays to a degree, and are, if you're a PES fan, quite excited. Now, I know there's two types of football game fan and there's another game, but at the end of the day, I like to think that most people listening to this are just fans of football and video games and want to play a really good football game. And so far, this seems like a really, really good football game. Just for the record, as you're watching, I'm the one with blue triangle on my head, and my son, 9 years old, is the one in red. He doesn't pass very much, but let's not hold that against him. Yeah, everything about this, I can't find a lot to complain about so far, which is always a damn good sign. The players look phenomenal. Like, one comment that my boy said actually when we were playing is it's almost off-putting. It looks too realistic. After a couple more matches, one of which I'll probably upload later, was Germany versus Austria, I think, which we didn't win. But I don't know, everything about this so far just feels incredibly fluid, and that's impressive, because I'm not going to say that last year's PES was terrible, but I didn't enjoy it as much as others. For example, Sean, who reviewed it for us, loved it last year's. I just didn't get on with last year's. This feels like a massively different game to me. Like, it feels fluid, everything feels right, apart from that tackle, which I completely messed up and was quite pleased he didn't get a red for, as you're just about to see. And I should say also, I have chosen to sort of comment after the fact, because I just wanted to concentrate. Again, that shot of Ronaldo there, that's incredible. That's phenomenal looking. Before I forget though, that looks like a stamp. I didn't notice that at the time. Looks like he stamped on him on the way down. Yeah, before I forget, we've also got the PlayStation 3 version of the game. So again, what I want to get across here is you tell us what you want to see, and you can do that by commenting on this video if you're watching on YouTube. You could send us a tweet at godisageek, or myself at GBusF. You can, if you're watching this on the website, so to speak, in the actual article on the site, you can comment there. You can even go to facebook.com/godisageek and just send us a quick note saying, hey, we want to see, I don't know. The original video I did first was Bolton against Sheffield Wednesday, and I realised that there's probably only one person in the world that would have cared about what that looked like, and I'm basically, short version, testing out a new capture device and was having a few issues with it. So this is captured via the share function of the PlayStation 4, that's why it's in 720p. And it looks great. At the end of the day, you can play the demo and see how great it looks. I want to talk about how great it feels, and that's something really difficult to get across, because with a football game you do need to play it, and I really strongly urge anyone who's... Look, there's a lot of people who are going to be like, oh yeah, PES, this, that and the other, but seriously, this is the year you need to go and get the demo, whether you're on PlayStation 3, 4, Xbox One, whatever. Go and get that demo and see for yourself, because It's great. I'm showing you this. It's great. I'm telling you how brilliant it feels. Sometimes with football games you need to really play them to get a feel for them, you know. And there we go, Gareth Bale. Looks great. Bastard just scored though. Nice. Do you know what? I'm not going to compare games because I try not to do that because they're different games these days. Very different. But I don't like custom celebrations, and I really like the fact that in this, it's like there's Gareth Bale. He's just done his you know, his heart celebration that everyone loves so much. Replays are great. PES has always had great replays, but now the game looks that much better, and you know, the next gen sort of thing, it really looks great. I found that what I keep doing is I watch the slow motion replay, and then like the because you know you can save your replays and watch them in like a, you know, you can watch them back, but I find that because of that and because of the sort of ultra realistic looking faces, I keep going back to them and like slowing it down, zooming in on their faces and seeing them. But that's one thing. Like, then you don't need to. Like, it's kind of, even in this angle, like there, for example, that shot, it's damn obvious who those two players are. It's so obvious, you know. The other thing, and kind of the reason that I'm putting this video up, is because I've struggled with the last few PESs when, like, I really enjoy 2v computer. I love, you know, having a mate round and, you know, just the two of you going, perhaps, you know, just going up against different teams or whatever. I've always loved that in any football game. I love the idea of you and a mate taking on the world. Got my boy just running offside there. Seriously. He plays football as well. He knows that's offside. Anyway, yeah, and that the PES does that really well this year. The two-player thing, it works brilliantly. Like, there's a couple of times we're getting in each other's way, but that's user error. Like, we are getting in each other's way. There's that thing that you always do where you and your mate both try and get that tackle in because you want to be the one to set it up, and we do that. I think, I'm not sure if it's this match or the other match I was talking about, the Germany-Austria one. We do that a lot, getting in each other's way. It feels great. Like, I really love that PES has got this right, and yeah, so I just never felt it was spot on, and I feel like I'm learning PES all over again, and that's such a fantastic feeling to really want to get into the game and get involved and learn the tricks. And it's I haven't felt that way about PES for a long time, and I'm conscious that I'm like hyping this to a massive degree, but the evidence is kind of like, you're looking at it. You can go and download that demo. That's what I keep telling you to do, and you should be doing it by now. You know, you've got all these devices. You should already be downloading that demo. The evidence is there that this is a really, really good football game, and obviously we'll bring you a review of it, and that's a way off yet. You know, I mean, we're still in October. That's kind of what's so surprising. We've always got PES lovely and early from Konami, but there's always been restrictions, and that's not something that's exclusive to Konami. Like, they've always been pretty good, but whether it's a sports game or any game, there's always a mass of restrictions, whether you're signing this, that, or the other to say you can or can't do this. But this year, they really have pretty much said, go nuts. And that is incredibly refreshing. Oh, God, look at this. You know what? I was winning until I started playing two-player, and this is only on regular difficulty, and I was thinking, oh, I need to up the difficulty, but since we started playing together, not so much. And I've had a look around the menus, you know, and the options and that, but essentially, I need to know what you want to see, because there's no point in me just putting up my favourite matches, because it would just be Bolton against Saints or Bolton against Sheffield. Just Bolton, essentially, because that's the only way I can ever see Bolton win. It's like living out my fantasy of them not being the shittest team in all of shitdom. You know. So, as I say, repeating myself now, but pop it in the comments, do whatever, let us know what you want to see. And, you know, I suppose, like, comment, subscribe, all the other bollocks that you see at the end of every YouTube video that exists. You know, the call to arms, subscribe, all that. We do appreciate it, actually. I mean, I'm being facetious, but we appreciate every subscription. And obviously there's a brand new look, God is a Geek, to go and have a look at. It looks great, we think, but again, feedback welcome. But we're not, this is PES. This is PES. Tell me what you want to see with PES, and we'll see what we can do. Bye for now.
Allowing one strike past them. You can't say the same for the strikers, though, out of sorts and unable to put away their chances.
Well, remembering what the feeling was like, I can only sympathise with the losers of any derby. It's a horrible experience, and I doubt you'll see these players out in the town tonight. I think it'll be more of a night in, licking a few wounds.
Many thanks to Jim alongside me, and that is finally it for the broadcast this afternoon.